We're all in this together. Beings who are dependent on the oceans. People who coexist within this planet named Earth. This knowing is shared by the team at Mwani Zanzibar, and a reason why many have come together to collaborate with them. Mwani means seaweed in the Swahili language. Across the Zanzibar archipelago, tides alternate from high to low, approximately every 6 hours, receding excessively at low tide. This enables seaweed farmers to tend to farms built upon the ocean's floor. The waters impress beautiful wave prints upon the soft clay-like sands. This poetically reinforces one of the two creative themes I conceptualized for both the principal film and photography shoots for Mwani Zanzibar's official brand launch. Beyond the Surface of Beauty, featuring fashion model Harriet Paul, and Meet the Makers, featuring the Mamas of Mwani Zanzibar, a collective of women who are employed as both seaweed farmers and artisans. As biodiversity is an important narrative behind Mwani Zanzibar's story, in addition to both products and namesake ingredients, Harriet shares each frame with Zanzibar's naturescape.
Oh, I love that.
For instance, mangroves duel as her co-star in a shoot location.
Education of not chopping down mangroves. You guys heard the chainsaw yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah.
So that's all like a part, and it's all a system that then comes together. What we also do is that we come in very slowly. So we first start that partnership, and then we start to get involved with the conservation, that you don't just come in headstrong and say, okay, this is how we're doing it. So it's all very much focused on creating those relationships. So that's the biodiversity side. And then there's the women. The women are all seaweed farmers, and seaweed farming by definition Zanzibar it has 23,000 women doing it, but all freelance, whereby none of them are employed, they don't have healthcare benefits, they don't have holidays, they don't have social security. Sometimes they have to barter sticks and ropes for sex in order to be able to afford it, and moreover they also get about 20 cents for 20 wet kilos, which turns into 1 dry kilo. So it's a lot of work. Women often expect about $30 per month for farming seaweed full-time. The minimum salary here is $150. So even if you do the maths, it still doesn't do anything for Zanzibari standards. We, however, because we're producing these products, which are doing well internationally, we can sell them at a higher price point. We are able to also source seaweed from other groups at 33 times the price, and we still make our margins and do well. So that's the whole concept, is we don't source raw material and try and push down the price just because we got a large amount. It's basically trying to make sure that it really elevates people and helps them go forward. And also the women here, they're full-time employed, they receive all the benefits, they've been trained.
They've become the main breadwinners of the family. And they support, they support various people. I think I averaged it out as about, under each person is about 8 or 9 people that they're supporting.
We did a calculation.
We did, yeah.
Not even just their like immediate family, like their kids and stuff, but other families, other people.
Yeah, sometimes they have extended family that they have to take care of, either nephews or nieces, because their parents can take care of them, or they have elderly. So it's quite interesting in that sense. Also, it could be a story in itself one day.
Yeah, definitely.
In addition to farming some of the seaweeds used in the collection, the mamas also process ingredients and handcraft all products in micro batches.
Yeah. What is that?
It's a magnet. Fun.
No way. The top of the bottle.
From up top. Bubbles. Oh wow. I want to see the shot. Ooh, nice finish. Really nice finish.
Processing of the seaweed. The mamas crush dried seaweed with liquid nitrogen at negative 196 degrees Celsius to prevent degradation of the bioactive ingredients.
Okay. Standing by.
A teamwork effort. All bars of Mwani Zanzibar soaps are handcrafted by the mamas by aid of a variety of tools.
Even in future, we're keeping it very much handcrafted. So we're actually not interested in industrialization or anything. It's all about keeping it quite small scale, so that we can still meet the biodiversity targets, and also just we want this to be a cool place to work, like an enjoyable place.
Right.
We don't need this place to be pumping
Factory.
out. Yeah, it doesn't need to be that. You can actually do very well, and everybody can do very well without becoming
We've
that.
actually already been approached by American companies
I'm sure.
who wanted to just turn it into a factory
Yep.
and reduce.
Are you able to scale it to a certain degree, like with the way you're doing things, or is it kind of like this is max?
No,
No,
not at all.
Okay, so you
The women
can.
at the moment can do about 1,000 products a day
Right.
without breaking a sweat or doing overtime.
Yeah.
Then they can do significantly more with slightly better tools and resources. But that will also come as
I
an
suppose even as
improvement.
far as like hiring more women or like scaling it that way, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's the potential.
It is certainly a potential, and so far actually we do need people, but so far we've waited a bit. You know, we've just come out of that whole COVID period.
Yeah.
We've taken it a bit
Reshifted.
easy, and we're shifting.
A bit,
So right now we're trying to build like a strong core team, and then from there.
Yeah, they can train as well
Yeah.
and whatever.
Because just to let you know, also in terms of development and the human side of it, it takes about 2 to 3 years to train each lady to become fully self-sufficient. And that is simply because the backgrounds are so different. It's really important to realize that. But for this reason, I think also what's really important to us in capturing this is there's a really strong tendency to go, let's go Mama Africa and do the whole African thing.
Yeah.
Yes, I love that, and there's a beauty to it. Actually, even the other day, one of the ladies was holding 2 boxes on her head, and I felt like sending it to you because I thought this is just so cool to see. It's just regular boxes with packaging in it,
Yeah,
but she's
amazing.
just holding it on her head. So parts of that I really love, but on the other hand, I also want to move away from the typical stereotypes. And I'm worried that if you do the whole too much like the grass and the mud huts and the
Yeah.
trees, yes, there's a beauty to that, and yes, you want to capture that, but you also don't want to be like that's what they are.
Yeah,
Because
it's
we've
how
all
it
dealt
should
with
stay.
we've all dealt with stereotypes. I think each and every one of us can think of a stereotype that they fall under, and I don't want them to fall under that. I'd like them to kind of be able to just jump out of that and have people go, wait a minute, this is something a bit different. Should I get out of the? You took away the blue bottle.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Let's go.
Wednesday.
Go.